Hello, everyone. This is Bridget from the EC Fitness Center, bringing you your Chakra Yoga series. Welcome to April. I cannot believe we're actually here. So we're moving on to the third chakra this week. And some of you have asked or requested that I mention, if you want to grab a piece of paper, I'm going to move through in the beginning here. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the third chakra. And so if you want to write down any characteristics or take any notes on what I am saying about each specific chakra. Hello, happy Friday, Haley. So go ahead and find yourself, like I said, a piece of paper if you'd like to write some things down, or you can just go ahead and find yourself a comfortable seated position. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the third chakra, and then we'll go ahead and get on moving into the yoga poses that are specifically designed to bring the third chakra into balance. So the third chakra is the solar plexus chakra. It is located in the upper part of your abdomen where your diaphragm is located. The chakra color is yellow. If you see behind me the butterfly wing, if you get into the higher versions of the third chakra, it can appear a golden yellow. So yellow or golden yellow. Anytime you're working with a chakra, surrounding yourself with the color or wearing the color is a really good way to bring it into balance. So we're working with the solar plexus chakra in the month of April. Again, the color is yellow. It's the third chakra located on your belly, right where your diaphragm is at. So the third chakra, solar plexus, is radiating your personal power into the world. It's characterized by personal power, expression of will, and how we mobilize this, how we use this, is by asserting ourselves into the world. So just a few other characteristics here. Taking responsibility for one's life. The intellect or your mental abilities. Self-esteem. Forming your own personal opinions and beliefs. Making decisions, so setting a direction and making a decision. This is the seat of your personality, confidence, self-discipline, and independence. And so with a chakra, it can be overactive, or it can be too active, or it can be underactive, or it can be open or closed. And so doing chakra yoga poses can bring it back into balance. A couple other things that can bring your chakra into balance is holding a little crystal or stone with you. A couple of ideas for the solar plexus chakra is the citrine or the tiger's eye. And then also using essential oils. Cedarwood, sandalwood, and chamomile are a couple for the third chakra, for the solar plexus, that you could add in. So we will go ahead and get started with some poses specifically to bring the third chakra, your solar plexus, color yellow, into balance today. So we're going to start out standing. So go ahead and find yourself on your mat. Standing. I'm just going to adjust this slightly. All right. Legs are going to be wide. I want you to turn your toes in, and your heels are going to be facing out. I want you to take your thumbs in towards yourself and then raise them to the sky. So the thumbs are in, the insides of your feet are pointed in, so the heels are coming out. And from here, we're going to do some deep belly breathing. So we're going to inhale and exhale in a pumping fashion. So in and out. This is going to build that personal power in that belly center, in that solar plexus. So for 10 breaths, our thumbs are pointed in, arms are raised above our head, taking 10 pumping breaths. Go ahead and start now. Nice job bringing your hands down, taking your feet out. You should feel a little bit lightheaded and the fire should be burning in your belly. Slightly bend your knees. Deep breath in, open mouth, exhale. Nice job. From here, we're going to inhale our arms high, touching our hands at the top and then bringing them down in front of our heart. Prayer pose. From here, go ahead and close your eyes. Close your eyes and breathe. In through your nose, open mouth, exhale. From here, let's activate our third chakra. Go ahead and place your hands on your upper belly. I want you to go ahead and visualize the most beautiful color of yellow you can imagine. Bring that vision to the area where your hands are touching, a beautiful glowing ball. Chakra in Sanskrit means wall or circle of energy, circle of energy. So imagine the most beautiful yellow circle of energy where your hands are at, on your diaphragm or your upper abdomen. Inhale, exhale. I want you to focus on that yellow color and make it bigger and bigger and bigger until it encompasses your entire body out and around you in that beautiful color of yellow. Solar plexus, personal power, self-confidence, asserting yourself in the world. If you see any shadows, any darkness, any gray debris, I want you to go ahead and take a visualization of the top of your head and just put a little vacuum, or any part of your body. It can be on the side, it can come from the front. I always do it from the top. And just take that vacuum and turn it on and visualize any and all darkness, debris. Can be like little shadows. Vacuum all of that out. And we're going to go ahead and just visualize our own balancing of our energy center here. Third chakra, solar plexus. Personal power, will, self-confidence. Just vacuum out any doubts, any worries, any stress, any fear. And then when you're done, go ahead and take that vacuum out and then see it dissolve away. From here, we're going to start in warrior two position. So we're going to take one of our legs forward and one of our legs behind us. The leg behind us, heel will be on the ground. For warrior two, our hips are open to the side. Our front knee is bent. Inhale, take your arms out to your side, warrior two, and hold. Breathe here. Some people like to take their pumping breaths and continue at any point in class. If you want to take those breaths, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Please do. Otherwise, breathe at your own pace. Or you can take your breaths as a deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. This is your class. Ask your body for what it is asking you for today. Provide that breath. Just don't hold your breath. So if you find yourself constricted and holding your breath, acknowledge it. Breathe in, exhale. and let it go. Warrior two, continue to hold here. From warrior two, we are going to move into a twisted prayer position. If you have any low back or back issues, go ahead and just stay in regular prayer position. So taking our hands to our chest in prayer. From here, if you would like to twist this, you twist towards the leg that's in front of you and you twist up and around. Some people can only just twist their body to that right side or to that left side, whatever knee is forward and bent. You can take that prayer and twist it. Activate that third chakra, that solar plexus, that personal power. If you'd like to take this down, you can drop your elbow down on the outside of this front knee and twist all the way. Again, if you'd like to keep it forward, just go ahead and twist it to the right or take it all the way down to the knee and twist. Holding twisted prayer. And breathe. Continue to hold twisted prayer. And then you're going to go ahead and slowly release yourself back. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. From here, you're going to straighten that front knee, and we're going to turn forward, and we are going to slowly bend our knees as we lower ourselves into wide leg forward fold. If you do need to toe heel your legs in towards one another, please do. Drop that head down. Reach your fingertips and your hands towards the floor. Once you're there, shift those hips side to side. So you're bending one knee and straightening the other. Or you can think of it as just dropping your hip to one side and then the other. Again, if any of these poses cause you discomfort, just go ahead and find a more comfortable position. Bending the knees side to side and wide leg forward fold here. From here, I want you to inhale and flatten your back. So you can bring your hands up above your knees here and straighten that back, flatten it out. Keep breathing. Bend and straighten those knees, or just go ahead and shift those hips side to side. And slowly roll yourself up, moving warrior two to the opposite side. So whichever foot was forward last time, bring it back. Your back heel is on the ground, hips are open to the side, front leg is bent, bringing those arms straight up to our side, gazing forward. Inhale, exhale. Find that abdominal area and activate it. Pull it in. See that beautiful glowing yellow light or yellow golden light. That self-esteem, confidence. That seeing direction, finding direction and following it. From here, gazing out. Maybe see a goal in your mind's eye. How far in the distance is it? Visualize, hold, warrior two. From here, moving our hands to prayer pose. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. As you exhale, you can notice any sort of heaviness, worry, stress, tightness in your body, draining down through your legs, down through the bottoms of your feet, and through Mother Earth to be neutralized. So as we continue to move through these, just allow yourself to release anything causing you any stress. From here, you're going to twist to the left or to the right. Twist your prayer pose. Again, if you'd like to twist all the way down, you can take that opposite elbow all the way down to the outside part of the knee and hold your twisted prayer from there. Otherwise, just stay up, hands at prayer pose, twisted, or you can stay in that warrior two position with just your hands at your chest. Any part of this twisted prayer, listen to your body and breathe. And release, taking our arms back out to our side, gazing forward. Inhale, exhale, and release. Go ahead and take your toes pointed forward in a wide leg forward fold. You can toe in slightly. We are going to slowly micro bend those knees as we lower our heads down, forward fold, grabbing our fingers to the floor. And again, bending and straightening those knees side to side, shifting your hips side to side. From here, twisting, keeping your left hand on the ground, raise up that right one to the sky and hold. Breathe. And release, switching hands, right hand down, left hand up and twist. Breathe. And release, continuing these, right arm up and down, left arm up and down. Keep going, twisting and releasing. Twisting and releasing. 3 more here. Twist and release. Nice job. From here, go ahead and straighten the legs as much as you can. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings. And then go ahead and bend the knees. You can bend those knees as deep as you like, and then straighten. Feel the stretch in the back of the hamstring and bend the knees. Drop the seat. Feel the opening in the hips and then straighten. Feel that stretch in the hamstring. 3 more here. Bend deep and straighten. Good. 2 more. Breathe, bend, then straighten. Feel that stretch in the hamstring. 1 more. Bend and straighten. From here, slight micro bend. I want you to go to that flat back. For myself, I like to take my hands up above my knees on my quads. Straighten the back. Breathe, and then drop that head down into that forward fold, and then slowly rolling ourselves back up to mountain pose, wide leg. Go ahead and take your feet in, hip width distance apart. I want you to march. So lifting your right leg and then your left. Bring the knee up as close as you can to the chest. And then from here, we're going to balance on our left, holding our right up and balanced. Palms can be forward, palms can be up, tree branches can be at prayer pose, but the goal is to hold that knee up. Some people like to grab onto the knee with their hands or a single arm. If you feel like it from here, you can try to straighten your legs straight out in front of you and hold. Breathe, or you can keep it bent. and release. Nice job. Shake out those legs. Feel any of that stress or strain down the legs, through the bottoms of the feet, down through the mat, into Mother Earth. Moving on, keeping that right leg straight, we're gonna bend the left knee up. Again, arms can be to your sides, up in the air, at prayer pose. If you lose your balance, just go ahead and redirect. No judgment. From here, if you'd like to straighten your leg straight out in front of you and hold, please do. Otherwise, you can keep it bent. Hold it up as high as you can. If you need to use one of your arms or both of your arms to hold the knee up, go ahead. And release. Shake out both of those legs. Again, visualize any stress or strain coming down through your legs, down through Mother Earth. Inhale and exhale. We're going to go through 3 sun salutations and then move down to the floor. So mountain pose, hip width distance apart, chest up, palms forward at your side. Inhale, arms high. Connect your hands at the top, stretch back as far as you like. And then slowly swan dive those arms down to your side as you slowly drop your head down into a forward fold. Arms can come down to the mat, or you can hug your elbows and rock side to side. Ragdoll pose. From here, you're going to inhale as you straighten and flatten your back. Exhale back into a forward fold. I want you to place your hands on the mat, step your feet straight back, and hold into a plank position. Lower your hips, holding plank. Really isolate that abdominal area today. Feel that fiery yellow or yellow golden light. Hold that plank. If it's too much, drop to your knees and hold the belly in. From here, you're going to lower your hips down, pull those elbows in towards you, lower your body down onto your belly, pulling your chest up. Do not press up. Just hold your chest up into cobra position. So you should be able to move your arms out to your sides and still hold that chest area up. From here, you're going to press yourself back into our first downward dog. So you can do this by pressing yourself onto all fours, up your toes, and then press your seat straight up to the sky. Down dog. From here, go ahead and bend and straighten your knees. Pedal your feet. Inhale, exhale. Nice job. From here, you're going to walk your toes in towards your hands into a forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Straighten those legs, straighten that spine. Exhale, forward fold, and slowly roll yourself up to mountain pose. Standing nice and tall, hips, feet hip width distance apart, palms forward, chest up, shoulders back, spine nice and tall. Inhale, arms high, connect them at the top, your hands stretch straight back. Swan dive down into the forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale into the fold. Hands to the mat, stepping back into plank. Keep those hips low. Really isolate that core, that third chakra, solar plexus, yellow energy. Feel the strength here. Chaturanga, lower yourself down to your belly and then pull that chest up into cobra, and then slowly find yourself back into downward facing dog. Press those hips up. Bring that third eye in towards your knees. chest in towards the upper part of your thigh, up on your toes, and then lower those heels down towards the mat. And then walk yourself or hop yourself to the front of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and slowly roll up to mountain pose. One last time, we're going to inhale, arms high. Stretch straight back as far as your body allows. Go ahead and swan dive down into a forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the mat, step back into plank. Chaturanga, lower yourself down, pulling up through cobra and back through downward facing dog. Bend and straighten those knees. Breathe. Nice job. From here, you're going to lower your knees down to the mat, onto all fours. Drop that belly, tip that head back. Cow pose, arching the back, tuck the chin, cat pose. And release into cat and cow at your own pace. Checking in with your breath and making sure you're not holding it. And then go ahead and tic-tac those hips side to side. And then bringing yourself into some cat and cow circles. So hip circles coming forward as you arch the back, and then back as you drop that belly. So hips forward, back in circular motion, and then reverse the direction. You can take these hip circles as small or as large as you like. From here, camel pose. If you have any issues with your knees, some people will not do this particular pose if they have issues with their knees. Some people will roll your mat at the top and give you a little bit more padding. Some will put a yoga blanket or a folded towel underneath, or like a thinner pillow. Otherwise, just go ahead and we're going to sit up on our knees. We're going to activate that core, pulling it in, seeing that beautiful glowing yellow energy from the belly. And then again, expand it up and outside. You're going to tuck your pelvis, tuck those glutes in. If you can, and if it feels comfortable, you can take your hands behind your low back, chest up, and then drop your head straight back. Think of pulling that abdominal muscles in and the hips forward. If you'd like to take it further, you can take your hands and drop it back and touch your heels, or hold your hands straight back and open that chest. Wherever you are in camel pose is okay. Some people just want to try to have a neutral spine, stay on their knees, and just hold their hands behind their back, or hold their hands at prayer pose, or straight back and open the chest. Just make sure that's activated at the core and the hips are underneath you and the pelvis is forward. Breathe. See that beautiful yellow, bright, beautiful yellow like the sun. And then slowly release yourself back onto the knees, neutral spine, and then drop that seat down towards your heels. Very, very nice job. From here, we're going to move into child's pose. So you're just taking yourself from here. We're going to lower our chest down towards the mat, bringing our arms forward and our third eye, that area between our eyebrows, down to the mat. Forehead to the mat, arms forward. If you'd like to give yourself a deeper shoulder stretch, you can pop yourself up on the fingertips. Child's pose. Child's pose here, we are going to hold for 10 calming, empowering breaths. Keep breathing. Finding that confidence. Self-esteem. Personal direction. Decision-making. Asserting yourself in the world. Making your own decisions. And go ahead and release out of child's pose. We're going to move onto our bellies now. So go ahead and lower yourself down onto your belly. You can Sphinx pose here if you'd like, taking your forearms down, spreading your fingers wide. You can stay in the Sphinx pose this entire time for 10 breaths if you'd like. Otherwise, you also can pull yourself up into Cobra like we did in the sun salutation section. So you can take your hands closer to your chest and just hold that chest up. You want to take your hands out to the side or behind you or in front of you here. You could raise your legs in Superwoman. So Sphinx pose. You can take yourself into Cobra. You can hold yourself into Superwoman, raising your arms forward and legs up. Otherwise, if you'd like to move into bow pose, you bend the knees and you grab onto the tops of your feet. If that's too much for your low back, you can just hold your hands straight behind you with your knees bent and hold yourself, pull yourself up like a bow, getting ready to shoot an arrow towards that direction in life that you see yourself moving towards. Pull up and back. Pull those feet towards you, holding bow pose for as many breaths as you feel your body's asking for. No judgment here. If at any time you'd like to release back into Sphinx pose and continue your breath from there, please do. Listen to your body. This is your practice. Holding yourself in bow and releasing yourself into Sphinx pose, or releasing yourself into Cobra pose. Breathe. From here, slowly going to move into melting heart or puppy pose. So you're going to bend the knees, the seat is going to be towards the sky, hands are going to be down on the mat, your forearms are down on the mat. I like to put my hands together in prayer pose and then place them behind my head as my third eye touches the mat. If you'd like to move into child's pose instead, some people like to take their chest all the way down to the mat and straighten your arms out in front of you into more of a melting heart. If you're feeling low back strain here, you can go ahead and take some cat and cows from your forearms and then place those hands together and behind your head. Breathe. 3 more breaths here. Slowly moving ourselves to seated. We're going to move to boat pose. If anyone has any low back strain or any issues where you cannot get into this pose today, just go ahead and take yourself either into a seated position. Hands can be on your knees, spine nice and tall. Close your eyes and breathe. Otherwise, you can go ahead and take your feet to the ground, bending your knees. You can hold this pose, keep the spine nice and tall. If you'd like to move into boat, you can just go ahead and lift those heels up off the ground. Some people like to take their hands up underneath their knees. Some people like to take them on the side. Wherever you are, if you'd like to straighten your legs out from here and hold. Any version of boat pose, again, if you just want to sit here with your heels down, spine nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, lift those heels up off the ground for boat. Any version that feels comfortable for you today. Breathe. This is one where we can hold our breaths, just making sure you're breathing at your own pace. And release our heels back down to the floor, taking the bottoms of our feet together, dropping our knees down towards the floor, opening those hips, spine nice and tall, then curl that third eye, forehead down towards your feet. Breathe. From here, we're going to slowly lower ourselves down onto our backs. Slowly lower, pull our knees in towards our chest, rocking side to side. From here, we're going to move into a scissors motion. So go ahead and take one knee in towards your chest and straighten your left leg. And then switch, left knee bent in towards your chest, straighten your right. And continue moving, opposite, right knee in, left knee in. Right knee in, breathe, left knee in. From here, I want you to make sure that as you do this, you're pressing your low back down to the ground and you're activating that third chakra, that power center. Find that glowing yellow light in that center and release, bending our knees, heels, feet on the floor, and rest. From here, you're going to straighten your right leg up and your left leg up. Point and flex your feet. Keep breathing. Rotate your ankles one direction and the other. From here, if you'd like to lower that low back to the mat, activate that core, that third chakra, the solar plexus, you can drop your left leg down, keeping your right leg straight, and then bring it back up, and right leg comes down. And then bring it back to straight. From here, you can move through scissors position with your legs straight, alternating, or you can bend and straighten those knees like we were doing before. So taking the scissors straight, up and down, switch, or bent. Keep that core activated. Breathe. Find that personal confidence, strength. And then take those knees in towards your chest. We're going to open our knees, grab onto those big toes, Open the legs, rocking side to side if you like. Happy baby. From here, taking the right knee in towards your chest, straightening your left, and then bringing that right knee up and over to the left side. Straighten the right arm out to the side, figure four stretch. Feel that stretch in the low back. Twisting. Gaze can be towards the arm that's out to the side or to the sky, and release. Both knees into the chest, rocking side to side. Pulling that left knee in, straightening the right, bringing the left knee up and over to the right side. Left arm out to the side, stretching that low back, figure four stretch. Gaze can be towards that arm that's on the ground or straight up to the sky. Breathe, and then slowly release, pulling the knees to the chest. Again, opening those knees, grabbing onto those big toes, stretching, opening, pulling down. Feel that stretch in the groin. Again, if you'd like to rock side to side, happy baby. From here, moving into corpse pose, taking your legs down to the mat. You can keep your knees bent or straighten. Arms, I want you to take your hands and feel that solar plexus. Feel on your belly. Deep breath in, exhale. See that beautiful yellow sunlight energy glowing, crystal clear, balanced. Go ahead and take this time at home as long as you like. Corpse pose, anywhere between 2 and 10 minutes. The goal is to stay and remain still. You can drop your hands to your sides if you'd like. Feel free to hold as long as you like. At home, I'll bring you out after a few minutes here. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, open mouth, exhale. Finding your normal breath. Take this time for you. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face, your fingertips, your arms, your hips, your low back, your glutes, your legs, your feet, your back. Rest. Feel the safety of your mat and Mother Earth supporting you. From here, if you'd like to come out of Shavasana with me, go ahead. Pull those knees in towards your chest, wiggling your fingers and toes, your wrists and ankles, and then slowly roll onto your right side. Find that breath. From here, you're going to move yourself back to a comfortable seated position. Some people like to move through a child's pose. Here, stretching the low back. And go ahead and meet me. Seated position, spine nice and tall. Looking up and then down. Left and then right. Slow neck circles, one direction and then the other. Keeping that spine nice and tall, inhaling our arms high, reaching our fingertips to the sky, wiggle those fingers, hands together, bringing it down, heart center prayer pose. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energies and time with me today. Namaste. Thank you. Please email me if you have any questions. Take care.